Gen AI tools, that is generative artificial intelligence tools, make it easier for developers to build software, assist sales teams in mundane email writing, help marketers produce unique content at low cost, and enable teams and creatives to brainstorm new ideas. Welcome to VAR India News Hour. Gen AI tools augment human capabilities, streamline workflows, and enhance productivity. By automating routine tasks and providing intelligent assistance, they enable professionals to focus on high value activities such as problem solving, relationship building, and strategic decision making. A report says Gen AI tools are introducing new SaaS security risks. Employees often misplace their trust in easily accessible Gen AI tools to automate work without understanding the security implications. When asked about the risks of Gen AI, ChatGPT replies, data submitted to AI models like ChatGPT may be used for model training and improvement purposes, potentially exposing it to researchers or developers working on these models. This exposure expands the attack surface of organizations that share internal information in cloud based Gen AI systems. New risks include the danger of IP leakage, sensitivity and confidential customer data, PII, as well as threats from the use of deepfakes by cybercriminals using stolen information for phishing scams and identity theft. Threat actors today are increasingly focused on the weakest links within organizations, such as human identities, non human identities, and misconfiguration in SaaS applications. The rapid uptake of Gen AI in the workforce should therefore be a wake up call for organizations to re-evaluate their security tools to handle the next generation of SaaS security threats. To regain control and get visibility into SaaS apps that have Gen AI capabilities, organizations can turn to advanced zero trust solutions such as SSPM, that is SaaS Security Posture Management, that can enable the use of AI while strictly monitoring its risks. Let's look into today's headlines. Amid $14 billion semiconductor push, N. Chandrasekaran to chair Tata Electronics. The chairman of Tata Sons, N. Chandrasekaran, is set to assume the additional role of chairman at Tata Electronics. This development comes as Tata Electronics earmarks around $14 billion towards venturing into the semiconductor industry. Chandrasekaran will succeed Banmali Agarwal, who has served in this post for the past few years, while the latter will now take on an advisory role within the group. Certain issues high-risk warning for Google Chrome and Apple iTunes. The Computer Emergency Response Team, that is CERTIN, under the Indian government has issued a warning about vulnerabilities in iTunes and Google Chrome desktop applications. According to the agency, these vulnerabilities could allow hackers to remotely access a user's device and execute arbitrary code. The vulnerabilities in Chrome exists due to a bug in the visuals and angel components called use after free, while improper checks in a component called core media results in the vulnerability in Apple iTunes. OnePlus partners with JioMart Digital to increase its offline retail presence. OnePlus has announced its strategic collaboration with JioMart Digital to amplify its retail footprint within the nation. This move aims to make OnePlus products readily accessible across more than 2,000 cities and towns in India. This collaboration comes on the heels of recent tensions between OnePlus and organized retail associations in India. JioMart Retail, a subsidiary of Reliance, already has a network of over 100,000 retail stores nationwide. Wipro finalizing settlement terms with former executives Jatin Dalal and Mohammad Haq. Wipro is reportedly in the process of finalizing settlement agreements with former Chief Financial Officer Jatin Dalal and former healthcare head Mohammad Haq over joining Cognizant and alleging violation of non-compete clause. The pact is expected to be executed within this week among Wipro, Cognizant, Dalal and Haq. In December, Wipro filed a suit against Dalal and Haq for joining Cognizant, a direct competitor, within 12 months. Results for the CBSE 12th exam are released. The results of the Class 12 board exam are released by the CBSE. Students can check it on cbseresults.nic.in and on results.cbse.nic.in. The results can also be accessed via the SMS feature, the DigiLocker app, the Pariksha Sangam webpage, and the Umang app. Students can use their roll number, school number, and admit card ID to view their CBSE results. This year, 87.98% of the candidates passed the tests. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to VAR India magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for more news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.